Namaskaram. So Atula was sharing that Himanshu Anna completed inner engineering and he initiated a wave of this whole inner transformation in IIT Bhubaneswar. We want to hear the whole story from him. That's why we are here.
My journey began when I was preparing for the exam, like JEE, which is the exam for getting into IIT. I was trying a lot to get to a consistent efficiency in my studies. Like 2 days I'll be full on, 5 days it won't be working. And I was looking at a way which can get me a consistent output. So I tried many ways, including religions, like, you know, the usual as picture of if I have to share how things are there in the preparation. So a person would be sitting with a book in one hand, mala in one hand, eye like black eyes all across, and like doing like this or like this. So this is the typical picture of the students who are preparing for this exam, and I was one of them. So I know the pain of it. Actually, what I found was it was not working for me. Not just any particular religion. I tried many. Tried philosophies, tried science, like they tell sleep 8 hours, all those stuff. Ek this, ek that. Nothing worked for me. So at last I was like hopeless. I didn't have much hope that anything will work, and that is the time when my journey actually began. So I started doing a simple practice called Isha Kriya. I did it consistently, and I could see the improvement each day. I could see, I can sit more comfortably and more like I have more intensity and focus in what I'm doing. So I could see the change, and now so it's working. Like finally I've got something that works. I kept doing it throughout my preparation, and so I was preparing for my JEE Advanced, which is the main exam for getting into IIT. So just 1.5 months before the exam, like my mother passed away, and it was a big hit, like to the situations which were there. So like my whole family had given up, like I'll be able to make take the exam. Forget about cracking the exam. Even taking the exam was a question mark. After 11 days when the rituals ended, I was there preparing for my exam. It's not like that I didn't have my emotions. I just found that my mother would be more happy if I cracked this one. So that time I realized the power of the simple practice called Isha Kriya, because it gave me a distinction between the situations and myself. I went where I wished to go, and things happened in the sense that I was able to not only take the exam, I scored really well and got admission into the college which I wanted to get into. So I was like, this actually works. So I wanted to explore this more. I completed my inner engineering program just after my exam. The kind of changes I found within myself, like it was too much to put into I didn't expect this will even ever happen in my life. I was even incapable of having any emotion towards anything. Forget about having love towards even a tree or anything. So I found after this program, inner engineering program, even if I just see a child, I like burst out with joy. Like this was a huge change within me. Like that is what I was saying. I didn't expect this to ever happen in my life. I could be so joyful just by my own. So this was like, I'll be always grateful to him, to Sadhguru, to share this in my life. So I thought this should be taken to like as many people as we can. So students in IIT who are the closest to me, like whom I had the nearest impact on, maybe in some way.
The story is like religion to responsibility, no? Like how you transform.
After inner engineering, I sort of became a person who is always joyful. Like just like that, without any reason, I'll be just not like madly laughing, but just having a smile on my face would be usual. So some students observe, like this guy is always having a smile on his face. What's up with him? They came and asked me like, what are you so happy about always? I said, nothing, just like that. I said, that's not possible. I said, why are you saying like that? They said, so much academics, so much like these activities going in the college. How can you be happy in all this? They don't decide how I am. Like I decide how I am. So they were like, they didn't get this because maybe even I wouldn't have related to until and unless I went through this. Some students, some of my classmates, when they came and told their story, like there were situations when I had tears in my eyes because I feel the pain of what's happening, or at least gauge what's happening there, like the kind of pain and suffering they are going through. Maybe the situation may not be like that, but within themselves they are going through a lot. There was one person who met me. Many people were observing. He was one of the few who came and asked, how are you able to manage so many things? Your academics you are doing, your NSS you are doing, this activity, that activity, all you are involved in so many things. How? I said, I'm able to do, so I'm doing. So he said, how to be able to do that? I said, you just be joyful, things will happen to you. He said, how to be joyful? I suggested this inner engineering program. He said, I don't have the necessary funds, necessary money to put for the program. So I said, you do Miracle of Mind meditation. He did the meditation consistently. I was happy to see he's really sincere in the practice, and within 10 days he came to me, said, thank you. I was like, what just happened? I didn't expect in 10 days a person can really transform like this. So that was the time I thought the tools which Sadhguru has given are really efficient. It's not just in my case, it can work for everyone who can do the practice. So that was the day I decided this needs to, I'll do my best to try to make it, reach it to everyone as much as many as possible. So that is the day we started campaigning for inner engineering. We reached out to the Dean of Student Affairs in the college. Instead of resisting, they were like, yes, please do, we need this in our college, because the Dean of Student Affairs, he's in actually a constant regular contact with the students, because student affairs, right? Each day students come and share their stories. I just heard one. He regularly hears, he's the one who is hearing those stories regularly. So he could see what the situation among the students is. She said, please do it. So we did the inner engineering program in October. My classmate whom I mentioned in a few recently, he also went through the program, because the program was offered at a free cost by the foundation in the college. So after the program, I'll just share an instant of what happened to the same guy which we were talking about. I said, how are you doing? I said, I'm doing fine, tell about you. It's like, it hit me actually, because this is the guy who would call me and say, I'm not doing well, I'm not feeling well. I'm calling him and he's telling, I'm doing, good, you tell. So I was like, okay. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing so many things. I said, what do you mean by? See, I've started a YouTube channel, I'm doing my internship, I'm doing well in my academics. It's like, okay. Because the kind of intensity and the kind of involvement he was showing, I could see even in the conversation. I was like, he's not the same guy which I used to talk a few months back. It actually gave me a motivation ki this needs to happen to everyone. If someone passes their life without this being touching them, it would be a misfortune to me if someone misses this. So that's why we are doing more in the engineering programs in the campus. I'll be grateful to everyone who is involved in this. Thank you. Namaskar.
It's been many years since I've been in college after all that. So somewhere we are lost in touch with how students are in colleges and institutions. Like Sadhguru always tells that education is the way for Bharat. And if students are going through it with a lot of stress or misery or whatever it is, I don't know what is the point of it. So somewhere I think inner engineering or any other tools which can raise their consciousness, which can give them more balance and joy, fundamentally, I think it should reach everyone. So what do you think, how every student can take this up and can make this happen in their college or institute?
As in my friend's case, he wasn't able to pay for the program of the fee, and there might be some places where the program may not be happening physically. Online also they might be facing some issues because of the funds. So they can start with something like Miracle of Mind. Even I started with Isha Kriya, which is also a similar practice, and my friend, miracle of mind had huge impact on him. Even after going through inner engineering, he's continuing miracle of mind. Each day he's consistently doing the practice. So they can do the practice because it has a huge impact on the students. So they can just download the miracle of mind app, and I think that would be the best starting point for them. But if they are able to if they are able to pay for the program fee, I think they can also take up inner engineering online. This would be the first step.
Many students, even at that time when I was in college, just I just get distracted watching movies or doing something else or not reading only. Just sitting simply and meditating, it takes at least kind of beating or you need to come to your senses. So how people or students should how to make them willing to just try this?
So what we did, we just shared our experience of it, and there I think it when the inspiration comes, they are willing to take the step and stride into it. First step would always be to go through it ourselves, and then we can share our experience of it. I think that would be sufficient to inspire others.
I think that gives an action point to all the meditators to share your experiences. I think there might be thousands of people who have done inner engineering, thousands of students. If they share their experiences online, I think that would also help.
After Miracle of Mind is launched, we have reached more than 1 lakh students across the country and across the world, where we have gone and conducted sessions. Also recently in the engineering wave, if you see in Bangalore and Lucknow, in colleges it is being offered at a at a very minimal cost, and groups and groups of students are registering for engineering. So I feel that people are just waiting to take the step. It's just that whoever has taken that step already, we need to shamelessly go out and share our experience and nudge people that this is what you are looking for.